Expectations? No. I've heard about the group in a few different circles, and I finally had an evening when I was free, and so I figured I'd come out and see what it was all about, and maybe something that I can share with my students.
Well, I guess my first was just curiosity, come and see what it was about. Number two, and hopefully gain some insight into myself as well as other folks.
To learn.
Okay.
Yeah, just want to learn something new. Just anything from anybody. That's what we're here for.
I just expect honest conversations. I imagine everyone came here because they were willing to do that and be vulnerable and be open.
And I also expect honest listening. I think we talk about having critical conversations. I think the piece that's missing is the listening. So I'm hoping we have an honest listening as well.
I came for dinner. Very delighted there's alcohol. Oh my God. I want to learn something new too. Because there's a lot for me to learn.
My expectation is really I enjoyed just these dialogues we have because it helps me understand my view of race card is much different than other people's.
My expectation is that the League of Women Voters and other organizations are considering having this kind of program. And I'd like to see how it works. We had a description, but I'd like to see how it works in practice.
We have in our decks of cards, we also look at what's going on in the media. We pull different things because we really want to be able to have this conversation. So this one is pulled from the media. Okay, this one says, white people use their emotions as a weapon against people of color. It's a form of white supremacy. An example is white women's tears, caring, anger. That's the last
just being sensitive to your presence. With my husband, I find myself running interference with him because he doesn't want to come off as aggressive or as angry. So, and he'll say that to me too. He'll say, baby, he was like, what I look like? He was like, I'm you know, the first thing they're going to say is, look at this black. And I'm like, so? You're allowed. And he was like, nah. He was like, I'm not going to jail for white women. I'm not doing it. So I feel like we need to normalize that we're allowed to be human. I think the world needs to see that. The world needs to understand that we have the same chasm of emotions that everyone else does, and we have the same frustrations, and we have the same outbursts and fears. Because even for myself.
To your point, this is the institutionalized part of institutionalized racism. The fact that that commercial could make it through all those people and no one noticed.
Nobody.
That's the institutionalized part of it.
120 radio stations.
Right, but that's the bigger point. Is like it's not necessarily just you, and I don't mean to pick on you.
No, I'm not taking it.
Like that needs that you need to have the education or like self-education. It's that everyone kind of needs to take it on themselves to learn more about the world every day, in a way that challenges some of their assumptions about the world. And that's like all of us. I mean, I try to do that a lot because of my former.
I'm having a really good time. Okay, so the next statement is, black men are globally
It's not perfection. Like no one's gonna get it right 100% of the time. You know, it's a journey. It's like the action and the intent on being more inclusive and learning. Like it has to be like an intentional desire.
In the conversation, we can talk about it all day long. But what I want to do right now is really just to check in to see how you're feeling. I'm going to go from table to table. You got about 2 minutes per table to just check in, let me know what you're feeling, and then
I'm gonna say, I feel a little bit blown away, like just like thinking a lot. Thank you, Naj, for just leading the conversation. I feel like I almost have to apologize that you had to explain so much. That's the feeling that I have. But thank you, and thanks to everyone at the table for just coming.
I'm feeling relieved that things that I've thought all along have been, if not validated, at least listened to. And thank you so much, other people at my table.